We usually at least make it in like 30, 45 seconds before we get it.
Listen,
our first screw
we screw up on these videos for our competitors to give them something. You know what I mean?
I like it, dude. I like it.
They gotta have something.
Well, let's go ahead and kind of actually start this thing for real then right now. What do you say? Welcome on into our live broadcast. As you guys know, we do these occasionally, probably, around once a quarter where we kind of give you the latest and greatest that's going on with PDK. Today, we've got a really great focus for you. We've got our new Aux 8 controller that we're going to be talking about. We have got our new Cloud Node update that's going out right now. And with that, we talk about controller continuity, and we're going to talk about Credential self-help, exciting things going on. And then we even have a special guest, Michael Hendricks with Turing is going to be here. He's going to be talking with all of us today about our awesome Turing integration.
You guys are going to love this guy.
It's cool.
He buttons his top button.
So for those of you who were in the last live broadcast, we had a little poll. I like my collar open, Dallin likes his closed. And we had a poll that says, hey, what one's better? And if it was closed, I would have to close my collar for it. Well, as you can see, I guess last time, I won, right? Open collar looks better. All of you agree.
You won the vote.
I won the vote.
Yeah.
But Dallin, I see that I see your button today.
Yeah, I have a slogan. It's called "My Button, My Choice," and so I'm going to keep it buttoned.
You go right ahead and do that.
I will.
Yeah. Just a little pre-warning. You might hear some construction going on in the background. We're actually, we've got our new office space up above us on the floor above us that they're working on. So if you hear some hammering or some drilling, ignore it. We picked the perfect time to do this live broadcast.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Right during demo time. So it's great. But a couple of housekeeping items for today's live broadcast. We want to make sure that you guys are leaving questions, comments, compliments. Those are, we definitely appreciate those. Leave those in the Q&A, in the chat of the video. As you can see, I have this going live right now. And so I am able to see every comment that you guys make. We will cover all the questions at the end and make sure that we get you taken care of. One of the cool things that we're doing as well, this hat and this blender bottle right here, this nice stainless steel blender bottle, we are going to be giving that away to a viewer today. So if you leave us a question or a comment or anything like that, we will randomly choose one at the end of the broadcast, and I will ship these to you today.
Brock, I have a question. Is the water bottle insulated?
It is a stainless steel insulated blender bottle. I mean, if I were to hit you in the head with this, it might concuss you.
Is it laser etched?
It is laser etched, in fact.
Okay.
I'm not giving away this one though. This one is my personal one.
Come
You
with a
probably don't
shaker?
want my germs with it. It does come with a shaker as well.
That's incredible.
I mean, yeah, if you're as into fitness as Dallin,
You guys,
that'd be good.
I'm not into
fitness pizza in my mouth.
I wouldn't say I'm as fit as I am big.
Dallin is a giant man. Dallin has an unfair advantage. Didn't you take first place in your CrossFit competition this week?
I did.
Yeah.
Out of 2.
Well, you know what? When you're going up against me, it's
Novice
not
division,
easy to, or it's not hard to win.
Any CrossFit competition that has bench press, max bench press in it, I have a good chance.
It's unfair. It's unfair. You have a drastically different lifestyle than I have. Anyways, for those of you who are watching, some of you may be familiar with PDK, some of you may be familiar with Turing, and that's why you're here. But there are still a lot of people who are brand new to PDK and don't know much about who we are, what we're about. And so we have a little video loaded up here that talks all about who PDK is and why our partners love us.
PDK is our #1 system for most clients because of user experience. The overall experience, not just the user application, which is beautiful. Customers love the PDK app. It's simple, it's intuitive, it's easy to use. But PDK also allows us to give the customer a user experience that's unparalleled.
On-the-go app management is vital to us and our customers. Whenever someone has a problem, they get frustrated, and easily we can help them get on there, fix it. No matter where we're at, no matter what we're doing in the world, we can stop, grab our app, and help them.
We have the resources in the palm of our hand to resolve that problem immediately. And that allows us to give our customers the level of service that they expect, the level of service that we promise with our brand promises, and it makes managing customers' access control systems a breeze.
Training an end user to use the PDK system, it's very easy, it's very simple to navigate through the interface, both mobile and from your computer.
PDK is really simple to install. PDK just has everything from a single door all the way up to an 8-door, even a customizable 24-door. The variety of available hardware is actually easy for different applications. Sometimes they only want one door, but it makes it available for them to add doors in the future. The configuration of PDK is very simple. The fact that PDK has a mobile app that mirrors the desktop site is extremely handy, especially for those who bounce back and forth. I can program a system just at the touch of my phone. Really simple to set up, get the end user to give us their parameters they want, schedules, days to unlock, availability. We can all program that, with the tip of our fingers, which is nice.
The dealer support that PDK offers is unparalleled. You can pick up your phone at 11 o'clock at night and call, and you're speaking to a technician who knows everything about the PDK system. The PDK team is absolutely obsessed with customer service, and having a manufacturer that partners with us that's as obsessed with customer service as we are allows us to deliver on all of our brand promises. PDK is great, and it's a really easy way for us to grow our recurring revenue. One of the things that makes PDK a profitable solution for us is its ease of use. Because PDK is so simple and easy to use, our customers love it. And in addition to that, they're not calling every day to ask questions about how to do this or how to do that. Because the app is so simple and intuitive, there's no explanation required. The amount of resources that we devote to supporting PDK clients is minimal because the software works, the hardware works, everything works, and when there's a problem, the mobile app makes every problem a small problem. Ease of use, the simple aspect of customer service with the mobile app, it all together gives us the ability to give the customer a great experience, retain the customer, and we don't have to worry about a large amount of overhead supporting a difficult or complicated product.
I love John.
John is such a stud.
John was platinum. He achieved platinum status with PDK in under 2 months.
Cool story about that. When Jordan and I, my video producer, when we went down to go and film our rock fitness case study, and we did that one at the same time, our flights got canceled on the way home because of tornado warnings. John is actually a storm chaser.
Oh,
so
yeah?
He and I went and chased tornadoes that night. We drove all the way to Oklahoma and back chasing storms. So John, I need to come out. We need to do that again. That was a riot.
Dude, that sounds amazing. And John, thank you for single-handedly putting my kids through college. I appreciate that. He is a killer out there, man.
Yep. Way to be John. So what can partners expect from PDK?
Right. So we talked about John and Fortress and what quality partners they are. They're out there installing a ton of product. They are high-quality integrators. So what do we do to support him? Well, we're partner fanatics at PDK. We are dedicated to our distributor channel and to our integrator channel. We want to make sure that we support them. So one thing you'll find with PDK is when you bring on a customer, that customer is your customer. We are a fanatic in supporting you, supporting that customer. Our number one core value, partner fanaticism, we take that to the next level. You guys, if you were watching this beforehand, you probably saw a little video about Cole. That was a true story. So it's really interesting to see that. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows nobody will support you like PDK will. Give us a shot, give us a try. And if you feel like you're not being supported at the level that you need to be, please reach out to me directly. We want to do more than anyone else is willing to do for our partners. That's really what it comes down to. And our product is phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely. And a big reason why, or I guess another benefit to being a PDK partner is the ability to help determine our roadmap.
Yeah.
Right? You guys are the ones who are out there doing the installations. You guys are the ones that are talking with end users day after day after day. You guys know what is in demand, what's being asked of, what is needed to help increase the security that's available out there. And so one of our benefits that we have our certified partners help us out with is determining that PDK roadmap.
Yep.
And ultimately, we're going to talk about everything. All these new updates that we're talking about today are a result of you guys telling us where we need to go, what we need to do. So we listen to partners.
Yep.
And a new result of this is actually our new aux8 controller.
Yes.
So the aux8 controller is very cool. It's our new input-output board, but it's a little bit different. We've got a little video that is from our LMS lesson. If you have taken our LMS recently, our online certification training, you've seen this video. But for those of you who have not gone back and done that lesson, let's go ahead and show it to you.
Check it out.
This is the aux8. The aux8 is an easy-to-install input-output board built to handle any auxiliary device for your system. It is designed to provide additional reporting capabilities and even trigger auxiliary devices using either wet or dry contacts. Common applications for the aux8 are sensor monitoring, elevator control, alarm integration, and push buttons. Specifications for the aux8 are 8 inputs, 8 output relays, a power input, and battery leads. A variety of devices can be wired into any of the aux8's input ports for reporting purposes. The input reports in PDK-IO as a DPS input. Rules can be set up to trigger events or devices tied into the controller's outputs based on this input trigger. The 8 relays are designed to control a number of different triggers such as elevator floors, alarm panels, and even locks. Items you'll need to install this controller are an Ethernet connection, any module kits for alternative communication methods, power using the included transformer or a high voltage converter, and a 12 volt 8 amp hour backup battery. After being mounted and connected, the aux8 will communicate to the cloud node. Full connection, communication, and configuration settings occurs within our cloud-based software PDK-IO and will be taught in a later lesson. That's the aux8.
The A8. What a great product, and what a great, you guys already know that our product line is super efficient and simple. We like to keep it simple, but keep it extremely versatile. And the A8 is a great addition to that. So the cool thing about the A8 is, number one, this is in high demand from our existing partners, right? Everyone's been asking for an easy way to interconnect multiple terminals, to connect door position sensors, right? Sometimes a business does not have the budget they need to put access control on every single door, but they still want to monitor it. So being able to get real-time text messages and emails on the doors that you aren't ready to put access control on, that's huge. Also, being able to do many elevator floors easily. Basically, the A8 is an IoT solution. Anything you want to control mobily, you're going to be able to do that through the aux8, as long as it's electric.
Yeah, you bet, right? And the other cool thing too is it is a member of our red controller line, so that means it's fully modular, right?
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and, from this, go ahead and it has its automatic network discovery on it, so you just plug a network connection into it, it's going to be automatically found by the cloud node. But if you wanted to communicate wirelessly, you can just simply plug in the red wireless module kit, plug that in. Now that's going to communicate wirelessly, so it's perfect for applications where it might be tough to get a wire to.
Yeah.
And then there's even the PoE module that you're able to plug right into this. And this will actually give you 4 amps to be able to power all your electrified hardware.
That's insane.
With, if you're using PoE++ with our PoE module. So be sure to go check those out, right?
Yeah.
You had mentioned like alarm inputs and monitoring doors and things like that, right? And so we had a lot of partners during the beta period of the aux8 use it for things like that, right? We had elevators, we had DPS monitoring, we had alarm integrations, push buttons,
lights,
everything, right?
Yeah.
It was really cool. And we were lucky enough to have one of those beta partners come and join us on our Big Access podcast. If you haven't been listening to the Big Access podcast, be sure to do that. It's available on all podcast platforms, so Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, all of that. You can go out and find it. Big Access podcast. Remember that. You can also watch it here on YouTube. So go and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. You can come back and watch that. We drop a new episode every Friday. But in this episode that this beta partner came over and joined us for, his name is Matt Murdoch. He's with Alpine. Awesome. Matt, you're probably watching. Shout out to you. But he came over and he talked to us all about how he used the aux8 during that beta period. And we've got a little clip from that Big Access podcast talking about how he used it with alarm integration.
Tell us about how the aux8 kind of helped you guys build out and tie things together.
Yeah, that's one of the interesting things. What reasons I was interested in it is it seemed like it was a very cost-effective solution rather than using an R8 and kind of wasting all of that power, right? And so that's why I was interested in being able to have more flexible solutions. One of the specific use cases that I wanted to look at with the R8 was integrating other devices, whether that's some garage doors. We're already, doing the security system at for example, a small office building will do 3 or 4 doors, but we're also doing, the network infrastructure. We're also doing the camera system, all of that. And I've got requests multiple times of, hey, I'm already credentialing in with PDK, and then I've got to walk through the door, and then there's a beep, and then it tells me you have 30 seconds to disarm the alarm. And then I got to go type in the same or a different code there. So what can we do to streamline that? So that's one of the things I wanted to try out with the AUX8 is just, it's relays. We use relays in lots of aspects of our business. And so that was one of the first use cases I wanted to look at is, okay, can I program PDK to say, okay, if there's a valid credential presented, close that circuit, tell my alarm system, we use Claire controls, we use Elk, we use some others. All of those have the ability to basically take a contact and tell it to do whatever, right? That's most security automation systems. You just tell me what to do and then I'll do this. And so that's what we wanted to do. We used an AUX8. We wanted to also try it out with, you were gracious enough to give me a PoE module to try it out, right? We're already doing PoE+, PoE++. We're doing APs, we're doing cameras, we're doing lots of things that are already using PoE. And so in an instance, especially if it's after the fact, we've already got extra, we always run extra communication cable. So that was great. We used PoE+ to power our the AUX8. We were able to run a cable to a wireless sensor that worked with our alarm system. Reached out to support. Dylan Sharp helped me really fast figure that out. Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, we can do that. Haven't done it before, but we can figure that out.
There we go.
Should work.
Reached out to, in this instance, it was Claire Controls out of Florida that we were using that system. And they said, we haven't done that before, but I mean, should work. So, they helped me on that answer. Got a wireless sensor that basically just normally closed to open. Really straightforward. So when PDK closes that circuit off of the R8 or the AUX8, it tells this wireless sensor, hey, circuit status has changed. And then we have that programmed to basically generate a 4-digit PIN in the alarm system.
Oh wow!
Did exactly what our client the request was.
Awesome use case, right? There's a lot more in that episode that talks about using the AUX8, so be sure to go and check that one out. That one was a few weeks ago. Again, check out the Big Access podcast. Subscribe to it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We produce the video versions of it. We leave a new episode every Friday, and in fact, tomorrow we have a new episode dropping that is about the AUX8. It's with Paul Delaski. Awesome. So Paul's a freaking stud. For anybody who is up in the Northeast, Paul. Paul is a fantastic resource and an asset.
They call him Tall Paul.
Tall Paul, because he's almost as tall as you.
Yeah, everybody thinks we're brothers.
Yeah. So, anyways, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to that podcast. You'll be able to learn a lot of awesome stuff.
All right. Now to talk about the exciting thing.
I'm excited about this Cloud Node update.
I love Cloud Node updates. Cloud Node updates, it's fun selling PDK because we get to tell our customers and our partners, customers, hey, so this product, you love it, right? It's great. And they all agree, yes, it's great. But guess what? This is the worst it's ever going to be. It's when you install it. You know what I mean? It's really exciting. PDK, when you install it, it only gets better over time. Thanks to our awesome engineering team. We've got Evan Orm running that crew, and then we also have Brad Baldwin, VP of Product, out there doing killer things. We're able to introduce 2 really cool new features to the Cloud Node, to PDK. So the first one, controller continuity. With cloud-based products, we're always trying to increase dependability. We're always trying to increase the ability of our integrator partners to add more value to their customers. And with controller continuity, we want as much uptime as we can possibly get on any system, right? Totally. Regardless of power, regardless of network, regardless of internet. And the cool thing is with controller continuity, I think we've delivered quite possibly the highest level of continuation of any cloud-based product out there. Your customers will literally, as long as you have backup batteries installed on this system and backup power, they will never see an interruption in service. It's really exciting. So regardless of whether the internet's out, the network's out, or even the power, as long as you have power backups, this system's going to continue. And the cool thing is, integrator partners can choose the length of that continuation. So with controller continuity, we've empowered our partners to be able to give their customers an even better experience with PDK. The second feature, this one is extremely exciting as well. It's called Credential Self-Help. Okay, so what this means is, and I have a little quote here and I'm going to read it, okay, because I don't want to mess it up. I came up with this before the show.
You did. That's why I'm laughing already.
All right, so this is how it goes. Give a man a credential and he'll gain access for a day. Teach a man how to use Credential Self-Help and he'll gain access forever, or until the admin disables their access. What is Credential Self-Help? This is the ability for anybody with mobile credentials. If they lose their phone, they break their phone, they throw it in the water, they get angry, whatever, they can go get a new phone and they can redeem the credential on their own, alleviating a ton of soft costs for administrators and integrators.
You mentioned throwing a phone in the water. If anybody has ever golfed with Dallin, you will feel so bad about yourself, you will throw your phone in the water.
Well, there's people on this probably that have beat me that are watching. And if you did beat me, just know I let you.
And for all three of you, congratulations.
Yeah. Brad Baldwin's one of them. So
Ooh,
VP of product.
There you go. I didn't know he beat you.
He did. He beat me. Wow. It's all right. I can admit when I lose. But the important thing is not that I lost. The important thing is Credential Self-Help.
Yes.
This is something that our partners have asked for and asked for and asked for. And administrators, everybody knows that one of the biggest costs of a security system is upkeep and maintenance. And this alleviates a huge portion of that. Roughly half of all physical credentials are lost every year.
That's crazy.
We don't know how many of those are regained, but we do know that that means that there is a lot of maintenance that goes in for dealers' customers and integrators' customers to maintain credentials and make sure everybody has access. Credential Self-Help solves that problem.
Yeah. So this is an update that is going out right now as we speak,
Yes.
right? And so it's going out to all the cloud nodes, and then for the continuity side of things, it's being then pushed out to all of the red controllers.
Yeah.
And then the Credential Self-Help is that's part of the cloud node update to be able to get that enabled and working. But then it will be available on all ProdataKey apps version 2.3.0 and above.
Yep.
So make sure that you've got your automatic updates turned on, or you can go out there and make sure that it is, you can manually update your app as well. So
Yeah.
go out and get that taken care of. It's sweet.
And as an integrator, check our knowledge base for how to implement Credential Self-Help on all of your systems, especially your mobile ones, because that's the only ones that's going to help you with.
Totally. You can also watch this video that we're going to show you now.
Check it out.
PDK's latest system update features 2 new capabilities built to increase the security and user experience of your PDK system. These new enhancements are automatically pushed through the cloud to all active PDK systems. The first part of this update is called Controller Continuity. PDK's Controller Continuity is a feature available on all Red Series controllers. This feature allows for a copy of credentials and access rules to be stored on each Red controller. This means the Red controllers will continue to grant access while temporarily disconnected from the cloud node. To set the user-defined time period, access the configuration cog within PDK.io. Then, select the Config tab. You'll see the section titled Controller Continuity. From here, you will be able to set the time frame duration of how long the controller continuity can operate before the controller needs to reconnect to the main full access support. You can set the time frame to be set in minutes all the way out to 7 days. After the continuity time period expires, the controller will continue to provide disconnected support, but it will switch to eCard mode, where only the 10 user-specified eCards will be granted access. Controllers keep time while disconnected from the cloud node. However, in rare instances, a controller's clock may become inaccurate. If this occurs, you have options on how scheduled access will be enforced. You can grant access to anyone who has 24/7 access, ignore schedules completely, allowing everyone with a credential full access, or revert to the 10 user-specified eCards. After you complete the controller continuity setup, you'll be able to view each controller's continuity status from the States page in PDK.io. To view the status of each controller, select the menu and choose Controllers and Hubs. From this page, you will be able to see the status of each controller. Red controllers are specified with the R logo on the controller icon. Remember, controller continuity is only available on red controllers. When the continuity database is syncing with the latest access database stored in the cloud node, you will see this icon on each controller. When controller continuity has completed the sync with your controller, this icon disappears, symbolizing the controller's access database is up to date and will operate in controller continuity mode if necessary. You can get more details about each controller and see the latest sync date by choosing the controller's hamburger menu and selecting Details. The second part of this system update is called Credential Self-Help and is a feature available on all ProdataKey app versions 2.3.0 and above. If your version is not up to date, be sure to update it through the app or Play Store. The Credential Self-Help feature provides an easy and secure way for end users to get replacement mobile credentials 24/7 without getting direct support from an integrator or admin responsible for PDK at a company. Common reasons where this feature can come in handy is if a user upgrades or loses their phone, a user inadvertently disables their credential, or if the user accidentally deletes their ProdataKey app. To request a replacement credential, the end user will need to first launch their app. From here, the user will need to request replacement credentials. The user will then be able to enter the email address where they received the original credential information. Once they submit their email address, they will receive an email from PDK where they will be able to replace their credential by selecting the Replace button. The user will then be redirected to the ProdataKey app, where their new credential will be active and will once again allow access during the schedule that was previously applied. This feature is available for all customers, but those with integrator permissions can decide if their customers will see it or can use it. The Credential Self-Help feature is enabled automatically for all customers created after April 30th, 2023. For customers and cloud nodes that were added before April 30th, 2023, integrators must enable this feature within the customer's settings. To enable this, access PDK.io. Next, choose your customer, and then click the Edit icon. Select the box checked Bluetooth and Mobile Credential Self-Help, and save the settings. Next, select the Edit icon next to the customer's cloud node. Scroll to find the sections titled Credential Self-Help, and check the box. You will then be able to select the maximum monthly reset requests available to the end user. Controller Continuity and Credential Self-Help bring everyone a straightforward and effective addition to PDK's already secure and intuitive access control platform. This is just another way how PDK is redefining the future of access control. Pretty freaking sweet, right? So again, that is an update that is being pushed out as we speak right now. So be checking your systems for that. If you have any questions on it, please feel free to reach out to us. One thing that we do want to reiterate, though, with the controller continuity, it is available on all red controllers. So just note that. Red systems.
Yeah, and reach out to the PDK sales team if you have any questions on how we can help you turn Bluetooth, mobile, and Credential Self-Help into a recurring revenue stream for your business.
Totally. That's going to be friggin' fantastic. Just a reminder, be leaving comments. We are going to be reading those here at the end on the Q&A with any questions that you've got. We've gotten some great compliments and questions.
Yeah, my dad's in the chat.
Yeah, he sure is. He just asked how much Dallin weighs.
He says, "I love Dallin. How much does he weigh?"
It's beautiful.
It's
we all lost it,
Dad.
Anyways,
I'm more than just this body.
I like your dad.
You know,
more than just a hunk of meat.
Yeah.
Anyways, Dallin, what's next?
All right. I'm really excited to announce and to introduce you guys. So it's not every day that we have an integration that adds this much value. And we have been going gangbusters. The cool thing about Turing is this. Our company models and core values really do line up. These guys are dedicated to the channel just like we are. They treat our partners with the utmost respect. They respond immediately. I love working with sales teams that care as much about their partners as we do. And I believe we have found a cloud VMS partner in Turing.
I agree.
Yeah.
We've got a little teaser video here to kind of introduce Turing and our integration.
Hey,
Dallin changed.
what do you mean? I'm Dallin.
Oh, this is Dallin.
I'm twin. I'm Dallin's twin.
I mean, the resemblance is uncanny.
Very, very much so. You know that he sits on boxes on the chair. That's why he's so tall.
There you go, dude.
Yeah,
I have never noticed that.
yeah, I'm telling you.
So
I'm telling
that's
you.
what has happened with all of the phone books. He's just
That's right.
sits on them.
That's right.
Nice. Well, guys, as you guys can see, we swapped Dallin with Michael Hendricks from Turing. Right? Dallin gave a great introduction to who Turing is, what they're all about. But yeah, this is Michael Hendricks. Michael, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Michael Hendricks. I'm the Director of Sales Engineering for Turing. And I'm here to, talk a little bit about our PDK integration and what Turing Vision is. So I do think that we're twins, as Dallin was saying. It was very heartful. I almost got a little tear in my eye about, like, literally, we do have the same core values. Like, we love our partnerships. We love our partners. We have easy to use product, both a mobile phone app. We're very friendly in that regard. So it's very nice to have this partnership with PDK, and I definitely want to, talk about that today.
Awesome.
And how great it is.
Well, dude, thank you so much for coming.
Well, thank you. No, thanks for having me. So let's start it off, though. Could you ask me what is Turing?
Hey, Michael, what is Turing?
Well, what is Turing? So if you want to think, if you're thinking about Turing, then you want to think it's easy to use, it's easy to access, it's easy to maintain, and it's open. So just like PDK, it's easy, right?
I like that.
All right, so let's look a little bit at the Turing Vision platform here a little bit. This is Turing Vision is a free cloud VMS. So when we look at Turing Vision is essentially a little bit different than other VMS, cloud-based VMSs that are out there, where we allow you to use it without having to have licensing on all of the channels and more. So you gain access by purchasing Turing Vision product. You gain access into the Turing Vision cloud, and you can help monitor and utilize the VMS structure inside the cloud. The cloud makes it easy to connect. So you can connect to your IoT devices. You can connect to Turing Vision product. You can connect to your devices remotely and send remote firmware upgrades, right? So we want to make it easy to gain access for the dealer so they don't have to roll a truck out there, right? Save them time, save them money with that. We make it easy to access. It is based in the cloud. It's a cloud-based VMS, so everyone can use Turing Vision. Anybody who has an account, they can log in. There's no servers needed. There's no additional on-site hardware, big server maintenance and farms like that. There's no need for a dealer or integrator to have to go out there and update that server. It's already updated because it is a cloud-based VMS. And of course, it's easy to use. We wanted to simplify the layout, simplify the look, and make it easy for customers to find the video that they're looking for. So we add that core AI value to it where they can find and search the video really easy. And of course, we simplified the look and feel so that it makes it easy to teach and train as well. And of course, we're that open platform, so we want you to utilize your third-party cameras as well so that you don't have to replace them. You can save some costs there, add some smart AI, so make those old cameras new. So when we talk about the cloud VMS, we do have that that open system. We want you to utilize our cloud VMS for free, and everything you see down on the left-hand side of this screen, you can see as part of that cloud VMS operation. But if you really want to enhance the customer experience and the way the customer uses their system and makes it more easy for them to find their video, you can go ahead and apply that core AI license. And that core AI license helps to add a lot of additional cloud functionality. Right? So we want to add AI, of course. So we're going to make AI event searching, AI alerts more intelligent, using face comparison or human attribute, utilizing vehicle attributes. Maybe we extracted a license plate. We're going to give you a 5-second video clip in the cloud so you can make a better decision. We'll also allow you to share that clip via text or email, or even share the live video of that camera to somebody via text or email as well. And not to mention, since it is in the cloud and you want to maybe archive and store data in the cloud, we'll go ahead and let you archive and upload that data and store it right where you need it. So this could make sharing across departments really easy. it's been trouble trying to find where did I save that video? Where's that thumb drive? Did you send it over to Martha from accounting? Well, in this case, we archived it in the cloud, so they can log in and they can find out where it is. So, pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So one of the things I do want to focus on is how easy it is with that Core AI, how easy it is to find and search through video. So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of cars come through the parking lot.
We do.
So how many cars would you say come through in a day or a week?
Oh, dude. I mean, we've got hundreds of cars that come through in a day. So, I mean, a few thousand throughout the week.
Yeah, overall. So how tough would it be for you to go back through your video footage and find a white pickup truck?
Like, dude, I do not even want to imagine how difficult it would be to just pull it up and just start looking.
It must be simpler with people, right? You have fewer people.
We do have a little bit fewer people, but I still imagine that would be like just the most cumbersome process ever.
Yeah. So if you're trying to find a person inside your video, wearing a yellow shirt, because PDK, right? Or wearing a red shirt, it would be a really long time. So with traditional video surveillance, we can spend hours and hours trying to scrub through video and figure out what is and where is that person of interest. Maybe we have an hour or a time frame. It happened over the weekend. That's a couple of days you got to search through. Even now, most systems will allow you to filter by human or vehicles, but those are just events. So you have narrowed your search, but you're still not getting to the details you want. So with Turing Vision, we allow you to get right to the details by allowing you to search by a lot more different filterable type functions utilizing that Core AI technology. So we're going to play a quick video here, and we're going to walk through how that search function works. So here in this video, we're going to do a people search. So inside Turing Vision, we go to our search menu, and then we click on people, and we can filter by the sites, we can filter by location, we can filter by time, we can filter by the cameras, and we're going to go ahead and search. This search is everybody that popped up in the system. And so if you have a Core AI license, your face may have been captured while walking into the building, and so we see a face of interest, like this person here, and we're going to go ahead and click on that face, and it's going to return where was that person in the video, right? Maybe you know a person, maybe a person is a frequent, maybe it happens to be the manager or somebody who frequents the establishment often, like this person here. So he has shown up on the video several times across multiple different days, and so our system could alert you that he's there as well. Now we're going into the appearance search. So let's look at searching for a red shirt and see how easy this is to find a person wearing a red shirt coming through. So here you go. Here's everybody wearing a red shirt that happened to come through the door that day. And if you wanted to, maybe you want to search video. So say now you want to search video. So now we're actually going to go ahead and search by a photograph. Let's go ahead and take a LinkedIn photograph of our favorite Turing Tech Tuesday, Tim, our learning and development manager. So by clicking on Tim's face or uploading Tim's image into the video, we can now search across all of the sites that have Tim within the video. And we know Tim loves being on video. He puts his face on every piece of our marketing. Here's some more. So Tim likes to see himself, and wouldn't you like to see more of Tim?
Oh, of course.
Then that's why we have, on this right-hand side of the screen, we have our recommended events list. So these are all of the videos where Tim is or has been across all of the different channels, across all of the different sites. So if this is a multi-site location, this person's been visiting all three of these establishments, you can see them and where they've traveled. So very cool, searching feature for humans, right?
Absolutely, dude. That's so slick.
And you saw how fast it was, like quick, responsive.
I mean, absolutely, right? I mean, that was super fast to go in and be able to find anybody. So like the example you were just talking about, where how quick, how long would it take me to go and find somebody in a red shirt? Normally that would take me just a really long process, and it would be just horrible. But you just explained it here in 25, 30 seconds.
Yeah. So would you like to see what we can do for vehicles?
Let's do it.
Let's find out. So if we're searching for vehicles now, we're going to go into the same search page, and we can use the same criteria, but there's vehicle up at the top. And now we're going to search for all of the white vehicles. We're going to start there. So what we need to do, we need to click white, and then we're going to click search. And now this is going to be all of the vehicles that are white on any of the cameras, on any of the campuses, sites, multiple locations, wherever it happens to be. So these are all of the white vehicles, but we were looking specifically for maybe a white pickup truck. So we're going to go ahead and filter by pickup truck, and we're going to click search again. And here you go. Now all of the white pickup trucks are available. So maybe it was even more specific and you wanted to say the person was in a white Ford pickup truck. I know it was a Ford. I saw it. So let's go ahead and filter by Ford and click there and search it one more time. And now we've seen all of the white Ford pickup trucks that we've seen across the sites and the locations, right? But we also take this a little bit further. Right, so our 5-second event clip. So here's the 5-second event clip of the white Ford pickup truck. And what's cool about that is that's a pretty older model
It's an old Ford. I was about to say, man, look at that.
So this doesn't have an emblem on the outside. So we use body style as well as the emblem to kind of pull that in. But other extracted information, we actually extracted the license plate from this pickup truck as well. So if you know or gained a partial license plate, you could also search by license plate. So what we're going to do is we're going to just search by a KA in the license plate. And we're going to search for the last 7 days. And so here's all the vehicles with a KA in the license plate. So it could be a partial, it could be the exact plate. You could register this plate as well, right? But you want to know it was in the last 30 days, somebody with a KA came onto the parking lot and we saw them driving through at night. So we're going to go ahead and we'll put that KA back in. We extended the search out to 30 days. So now we're going to scroll down to the bottom here. And I think they're here. They got to be. And there we go. Look, here's some plates that came by at night. So if we click on one of these, here you go. Little KA in the license plate. I think it's a KA72929. There you go. Don't look that up. Sorry if it's your vehicle. But anyways, but a very cool search functionality. So as we're able to do this very rapidly, you can see how responsive it is, how quick the search is, and how much benefit that core AI license adds to being able to find the video.
That is so slick and so simple and easy.
Yeah, it does make it very easy. Another thing that we do, of course, is our integration. We made integration with PDK very easy.
Well, and I was going to say, that's when I'm going through and I'm looking at what you were just showing off, it reminds me a lot of how simple PDK is. And so it's just kind of a perfect partnership to be able to make a full cloud-to-cloud integration like you're talking about.
Right.
Where it makes it simple and easy for us. So how does one go about creating that integration, making Turing work with PDK?
Well, actually, it's a really easy 3-step process. So it's a very simple, easy process that we go through. So like Turing, I did want to put this up there. We love our partner feedback. We love to get the feedback from our partners, as well as listen to what they have to say, and we make changes and adjustments just like PDK does. Here is some testimonial from one of our partners about how easy this integration is. It is literally 3 steps. Step number 1, you go into your PDK side and you input PDK at turingvideo.com as a permission to one of the cloud nodes that you're looking for, PDK at turingvideo.com. Step 2, you add that cloud node to the Turing Vision software. So this is under access control devices.
And it's just the cloud node serial number,
Just
right?
the cloud node serial number.
number.
Yep, add node and you're done. And then step 3, you get to integrate some additional cameras.
And basically it pulls in every one of the doors that's associated with that cloud node, right?
That's right. So when you see when you go back to your access control, it'll have all of the doors. If there's multiple doors, it have all the doors, and they're all ready to be add cameras to. Right? That last third step.
Simple.
It is. We're going to actually show you how easy it is in this quick video, where we actually go. Let's work on step number 3. Let's go ahead and click on the access control here, and we're going to have a door. If you have multiple doors in this location, you would see multiple doors, but we're going to add cameras to this door. And so we click on the door, and then we click the option for add camera. In this case, we're going to use an office. We're going to use an inside office and outside office view. So we're going to pick maybe an OnVIF, third-party OnVIF camera, Office PTZ, and then we'll pick the office door entry. So this gives us a view of 2 different cameras, and you could actually link up to 4 cameras. And so now you have a live view of the door, of what's actually happening both inside and outside the door. And with PDK, since we're cloud-to-cloud integration, we see the events from the PDK side. And so if you go to the event type here underneath the door, you can actually scroll through and select any one of these. We're going to choose Access Allowed because Access Allowed is the actual presentation of a card for PDK. And we're going to look at what Tim was doing, let's say 11:30-ish. Let's click on that one. So this is Tim's office here, and Tim, smile. Hey, look. So as Tim comes into the office, we get to see both the inside door, the outside door. So this is great for the video verification. Who actually came in? Were there 2 people that came in? Is that card that was used the right person for the event? So I love seeing that overall integration and how easy it is to search. But there is more. One thing we didn't talk about is if you look at the live view here, we actually have the lock and unlock. In the lower right-hand corner of the live view that you're watching, you can actually send a lock and unlock command to that door remotely. So now, if this is a warehouse environment or reception, somebody's outside, they're knocking, or somebody calls and say, hey, I forgot my credential. They can call you. You can video verify that it is actually the right person and unlock the door remotely, right through Turing Vision.
So cool. And it happens instantly, right? I mean, you're sending a command to the PDK system to unlock, and we don't actually even report that a door is open or a door is unlocked until that action has actually occurred. And so right there on the video, you showed that you hit that unlock button, and then it showed, hey, that door is open. That happens instantly.
It does.
Very, very fast.
Yeah,
it's impressive.
I do have a quick story to tell about that. So I was watching Tim. We were working on Turing Tech Tuesdays. You can join Turing on Tech Tuesday for our webcast. But we were working on Turing Tech Tuesdays, and Tim's walking towards the door. And as he gets to the door, he swipes his card, and I click the lock button. So he's carrying his, drink. It slams his face right into the door. Yeah. So I did that a couple of times without him realizing it. He shakes his fist at the camera. But
that's so good.
So very cool. It's a lot of fun. I love the great cloud-to-cloud integration.
Yeah.
So I think you also introduced a couple of new things.
We did.
You invited me on. I'm going to go ahead and introduce a couple of new things.
Please do.
So we have been talking about our new Edge Plus cameras. This Edge Plus cameras is no NVR needed. It is direct to cloud as an option. These are unlike some of the other VSaaS competition that's out there that are very pricey, that lock you into licensing, that stop working after the licensing goes away. We've solved all that within our ecosystem, again, being a very flexible VMS partner. These are TAA and NDAA compliant. These are a couple of the models. We have a fixed dome and a motorized zoom dome, as well as a fixed bullet and a motorized zoom bullet. They all come with a 256 gigabyte Western Digital Surveillance micro SD card and 1 year of complimentary Core AI. We wanted to make it easy. We're talking about how easy it is to use our system, 3-click installation. Wouldn't you like to just hang 15 cameras on the wall or 30 cameras on the wall or 200 cameras on the wall, scan one QR code, discover all of the cameras, and then batch add them? You can do that with our Turing Edge Plus cameras. Edge Plus is also OnVIF ready, so we can support third-party VMS systems, existing larger server-based VMSs that are already there. You want to add that into that and utilize some of the core AI that comes along with the Edge Plus cameras. You can. You want to use it standalone on a third-party system. You are, and again, you do get that complimentary 1 year included with that Edge Plus cameras. This is a great installation. So if you happen to be looking at this is a great use case, I should say, for an Edge Plus camera. So this is actually a gate controlled by a PDK controller.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and so he has a pole out there. They had some power. So he was able to just add an Edge Plus camera to the side. Now he gets the feature that Core AI searching for a black pickup truck. And that person, we're just gonna make up a scene. That person's actually calling the owner of the facility saying, "Hey, I forgot my key or code, and oh, is that you, Lisa? I can let you in." right? Yeah. Open the door.
Dude,
All right.
that's so cool.
Next one is our Turing Sky Shield. So our Turing Sky Shield, you ask, what is it? Well, Sky Shield is an all-in-one surveillance unit that includes a Turing bridge, a 4-channel NVR, and an industrial-grade 4G LTE router inside the housing. So this is, again, easy to deploy, easy to mount, and easy to connect to our cloud-based system. We have a couple of steps again with this one. Select the cameras because it's a completely customizable option. Hang the Sky Shield, connect power to the Sky Shield, and you're pretty much done. This is, again, a customized solution. So the Sky Shield SKU, as you see on the screen, it comes with everything we just talked about, bridge, NVR, and a LGE router with antenna. There's also some other guts inside. And then these are customizable on the outside. So you get to pick and choose the cameras you want. You want bullets, you want turrets. Again, the cameras and the brackets are sold separately, as well as the choice to purchase the Core AI license. Ours is an option on the separate. You can also just buy the hardware because we have cameras that include Core AI licensing. IoT Connect, this is a really new feature that we've also added. Again, like your Cloud VMS at PDK, our Cloud VMS here at Vision, we make regular updates, and this is one of those updates that have become general release. If you wanted to manage other third-party security peripherals, it is an integrator is probably going to be asked to take care of other things while they're there. So we allow you to add additional third-party type security devices into our IoT Connect platform. We will help you get direct access through our Connect protocol, which basically there's no port forwarding required. We give you direct access into the HTTP or the web interface of that device so you can make remote support happen even on third-party devices. And as a benefit, we'll throw in, why not tell you if it's online or offline or not. And for that Core AI, we didn't talk about it, but it is a big deal. 10 years, up to 10 years of extended warranty on the camera level when you have a Core AI license. So just as a summary, I just wanted to go out. We are free cloud VMS. We've got to be, you get to pick and choose licensing based upon your needs. We have a hybrid cloud storage. So if you need continuous storage, you need extended storage. It just really makes us one of the most flexible VSaaSs in the market right now. Utilizing any hardware, let's utilize third-party cameras, make them smart, add our core license. You can now just go direct to cloud with our Edge Plus cameras with no NVR needed. And of course, that 10-year warranty that really adds additional value to our partnerships with our partners.
Dude, that is fantastic, man.
Yeah.
What a cool summary of Turing, of who you guys are, how we work together, and where you guys are going.
Yeah, well, thank you.
That's awesome.
Did you notice? I know this bugs you a little bit, right?
I'm a little irked right now. You used to be cool, man.
I voted for the open button, but I've got to support my choice.
Yeah.
I have to support.
Okay, whatever, dude. we actually had some comments coming in about that, being like, "Hey, I noticed he's got his collar." So.
Dallin made a comment, and you seen how big Dallin is. He forced me into it.
Dallin's a bull. Anyways, that's awesome. That's great. I know we've had a lot of questions coming in. I've been watching them pop in. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go through the Q&A portion of this live broadcast. I know we've got a ton of interaction, a ton of questions. So we'll go through any of the questions that you guys might have had throughout it. I will go ahead and answer the PDK related questions. And Mike, if you don't mind answering all of the Turing related questions,
I'll try.
We can make that happen, right? It'd probably be better than doing it the reverse.
Yes. Yeah. We could do that though. That
could be wild.
Yeah. Maybe next time.
If you guys want a lot of misinformation, stick around. Anyways, so here we go. So let's see. The first question that I'm seeing here. Let's see. We've got, oh my gosh, you guys have commented a lot. Finding these questions is kind of rough. Let's see. Golly, guys. The struggle is real. Is the blender bottle up for grabs? Yes, the blender bottle is up for grabs as long as you are leaving any comments or just asking any questions. But let's see here. The next one is, seriously, you guys, holy cow. How does PDK handle 2 readers on one door for entry and exit? This is a great question. So there's a couple of different ways that you can do this. So if you are using a Red 1 controller, you can use our OSDP readers, our red readers, and you can do what's called multi-drop, where you are linking them together, and you can have one reader be pulled up in the software labeled as your read in, and you can have the other one be pulled up and labeled as read out. And then that way you're only using one port on the board. If you were using something like a Wiegand protocol, a 26-bit reader or something like that, you can use one of our Red 2 controllers, which will have 2 ports on the board. A very common application like what you're describing is for like gates, right? Gates, garages, they oftentimes have a read in and a read out capabilities with them. And so we even have our outdoor controllers that have a Red 2 board in them. So that way you have a read in and a read out port that you can control with any type of reader. So hopefully that helps answer that question. That's a good one.
I think I'm going to add to that question.
Oh boy.
You know, how does Turing see it? We just see it as a single door. So either read in or read out. It's going to be whatever event is going to happen. So it's just a door in our software. Another access allowed event, if you would, if it's in or out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The next question here is, how does the aux8 controller handle elevators? So we actually built that to work with elevators as one of its main purposes, and it's really simple and easy to do. So what you need to first do is you need to take the reader that's in the elevator car and tie that into a controller. So that way it can go ahead and see when you're scanning, and as long as you've got permission to a floor, it will let you up. But then what you need to do is from the elevator control panel itself, you're going to take the triggers and you're going to wire that into the relays on the aux8. And so the aux8 is going to be able to handle up to 8 floors of access for you. And so if you've got more than that, just get additional aux8 controllers. But 8 floors with those triggers tied into the relays, you remove the jumper. It's not a wet contact, it is a dry contact. And then our software is going to be able to add in elevator floor groups and elevator floors themselves. So if you have a building, let's say, that has a law firm on floors 8 and 9, and you're a member of that law firm, now when you get into the building, you can go ahead and swipe that badge. And as long as you have been given permissions to floor 8 and 9, it will give you access to those. But if you pushed button 4 or 5, it's not going to let you go. So cool. If you have any other questions about elevators, please feel free to contact us. We can give you a full customized demo all about elevator use. And then also we talk about elevator use in tomorrow's Big Access podcast. So be sure to drop in on that. That will be good. And here's a guy saying that he actually uses the aux8 on elevators all the time and it works great. So thanks, CJM. Let's see here. The aux8 is so awesome with so many possibilities. That's Tim. You know Tim?
Yeah, I do know that guy.
I think Tim wants a hat.
Yeah, he does. He just wants to put his name in the comments. He's jealous. See, Tim?
You want one of those too, Tim? Anyways, here's another one. Can the aux switch if there is an internet failure? So remember, the aux8 is a red product, so it will have controller continuity built on it. So if there ever is a internet failure where it cannot communicate with the other controllers, it will still have everything stored on it locally, so it will still be able to operate as normal. So that's awesome. Let's see here. We've got, elevators are key, or a key use case for the aux8. That's great. Does PDK have NFR gear for testing? We do have a bunch of testing gear. We've got wireless range test kits for you. So if you are using any of the wireless capabilities, you can know exactly how that is going to be working before you ever get to the installation side. You can reach out to us at the sales team. Just reach out sales@ProdataKey.com or dial into our main number, and they will be able to help you get that part ordered up. And you can get out there and do live range tests right then and there. Let's see. We've got a couple other questions that I've been seeing. Tim says that he likes more easy.
More
easy is good. Let's see. Can most intercom systems work with PDK other than Comlet and Butterfly MX? We do have a couple of other integrations as well with other intercoms. My Video Intercom is one that we just did. It was actually our last live broadcast a few months ago we did with them. You can go back to our YouTube channel and watch that. We do also have a landing page dedicated to our website on that one. We also have My Door View, which is another intercom system that we work with, and we've got some others in the works that we're working with. So great recommendations. If you have one in particular that you're looking for, please feel free to reach out to us, because again, we are Partner Fanatics here, and as a certified partner, we have you help us determine our roadmap. So we want your input. So reach out to us. We want to get that going. Let's see. Can you use the Turing cameras to find out who's eating all the cereal in the break room?
It's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. We don't have gluttonous detection yet.
That's a new feature with the AI.
Yeah, you know, we'll work on that. But every time I walk in, it just alarm, burr, burr. No.
Well, I don't know. I think the ones that we have here at the office today went off and said, "Hey, this guy is cool. He's bringing in Chick-fil-A for everybody." So
Hey.
I think you were already like the favorite integration partner we've had come in recently. Because he walked in with a bunch of chicken biscuits from Chick-fil-A. Like, how cool is that? So for those of you who are PDK employees watching this broadcast right now and you didn't know about it, they're in the break room. Go grab them.
They might be.
They might be. Hey, Jordan, you got to come back and run this. My whole staff behind the camera just ran out the door. Let's see. Let's see. Here it is. Can you use non-Turing cameras with Turing?
Yeah, so third-party cameras do work on our NVR. So if they happen to be, we have a large compatibility list, so that's one thing to definitely check out to see if it's compatible with our core AI licensing. Or if you just wanted a simplified system, you just wanted a customer who has multiple systems that are out there that wanted one cloud-based VMS that can utilize playback, live view and download from one centralized platform, we can do that as well. So compatibility list for a lot of the core AI functions. We do support on-VIF cameras on some motion detection core AI functions. But if you just wanted to bring all third-party cameras into one VMS, this was a very good use case. 23 different product managed facilities, and they had 8 different players, and this one's the web browser, and this one's that app, and this one's only accessible through this computer. So if this computer dies, we lose access to that site. Replace Turing, NVR, put all the cameras onto the cloud VMS, and he was happy. Playback, download, live view. He was totally happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is SkyShield solar powerable?
So the next version of SkyShield, which come join us. We're going to talk about SkyShield on Turing Tech Tuesday next week. That's our episode. Go over to Turing.ai. You can go under the webinars and sign up for that if you'd like to know more. But yes, we have a solar option coming. And it is something that we've been introducing on the inside. The current model of SkyShield, the SG1, if you want to call it that, is going to be powered, 110 power. But we do have a solar option. I think that's one of the most common questions we get. Another common question, if I could add on to that, was the router itself. What if I don't want to use 3G or 4G and I want to just add it to an existing wireless access network? You can do that as well. That router on the inside does have an internet port, so you just, plug your WAP into the internet port that essentially wires it to your network. That router is a dual purpose router, not just wireless. You can go wired or wireless.
Nice.
Yeah.
This one's from Dallin. Michael's caller makes me believe he is a killer salesperson and a cool individual.
Thanks, Dallin.
I agree with the killer salesperson and cool individual comment, but the caller I disagree with. Anyways, let's see. We've got... Do you have a wireless lock solution? So we do integrate with Assa Abloy's Aperio wireless lock sets. That's a fantastic integration. Reach out to us and we'd be happy to talk more about it. But with that lock, you can get multiple locks within a 75-foot radius. I believe it was originally 16, but I think now it's gone all the way up to 64 locks within that 75-foot radius that all talk to our system, and you can operate them and talk to them just like they're a normal door controller. So pretty cool. Let's see. Who can bench more, me or you? Probably you.
I don't know about that. How many push-ups can you do?
Well, actually, I used to be punished a lot as a child and had to do a crap ton of push-ups as punishment. So we did a push-up competition not too long ago, and it was who could do the most push-ups in like 3 days. I did 801, and I beat Dallin because he had 800. So I had to do 801.
Nice.
I was sore for years, but
That's okay, because I can only do one from my knee. So.
let's see. Can you set up notifications with the cameras to notify you of break-ins with the camera? And will the cameras recognize firearms?
So there's currently no firearm detection AI. That is something that we're talking about. We are thinking about how to integrate with maybe a third-party gunshot detection. Those have been talked about internally, but nothing currently on a roadmap for that. The other one was a break-in. So, I mean, as far as a break-in, like a physical break-in, we can alert when a person or vehicle is there when they shouldn't be, right? You know, you want an intelligent alert after hours. We can get that as an email or text message with that Core AI license. And they could be alerted to somebody who shouldn't be on property to maybe hopefully prevent that from happening. But you know, the preventing of an actual break-in, maybe alerting you to like something that is happening. But you know what? On our camera side, we do have a active deterrence on our cameras. So if you needed a strobe light and maybe a siren or an audible warning of some sort, you could utilize our active deterrent camera product line to kind of actively deter that. And if you have the video notification and you got the active deterrent camera, then you can actually talk down to them and say, "Hey, I see you. Get out of here. Get out of here." So maybe that'll work. That's cool. You know, yeah.
Nice. Let's see. This next question is, what is the cost of training to become an installer? So at PDK, the training course it's an online, on-demand, at your own pace training course. It is a $650 course, but it actually includes $2,000 worth of hardware that is your own demo system at that point. You can go ahead and install it at your facility and be able to show off absolutely everything. The course itself takes 3 to 4 hours to complete, all online, on demand, at your own pace. So you just take it whenever you have the time. If you have 20 minutes today, 10 minutes tomorrow, you just go through and watch videos. It's video training. It's a sweet course, but we do ship out hardware to you. And then once you're a certified partner, you get a ton of sweet benefits, like helping to determine our roadmap. We triple your warranty on everything. You get access to 24/7 tech support, which, by the way, our tech support answers 80% of phone calls in 20 seconds or less. So that's pretty sweet. That means that you're not sitting on a job site and being stressed.
Shout out to tech support. Yeah.
Dude, they're fantastic.
Yep.
But what about for Turing? Is there any cost for your training courses or becoming an installer?
No, our partner program, as we call it here, there is no cost to join as a partner program. Obviously, you have we want you to purchase our product. Once you become a partner, the training inside of our Turing University is free. You do get, we have different levels of partnerships, just like you guys have different levels of partnerships, but we are open to any feedback and conversation from those partners that we have. And again, there's no cost to become a partner, to be trained through our Turing University, very similar video, follow along at your own pace video courses. So
nice. Let's see. Can you select an area with Turing to trigger any event?
Yeah. So when you trigger an event, we inside the Turing Vision cameras, we're looking for an intrusion zone or an enter area. And that's what the event we're looking for is if a person or a vehicle goes into that area. So we allow you to draw up to 4 intrusion zones or 4 areas on the image that will alert to when there is a human and when there's a vehicle. What action can you take? There is alarm inputs and outputs on the back of the NVR, so we could maybe trigger a PTZ preset to move to that location and maybe look at it. If you had they're dry contacts, but if you wanted to do some relay magic and power a siren or strobe externally, you could do that as well. So definitely, there are options and benefits there.
That's awesome. Let's see. I'm going to save that question for the very end, but we'll do this one. Do you need to keep the PDK app open to use your phone credential with red readers, or is there a way to have it always read without the app running? So it just needs to be running in the background. So you don't need to open up the app and go and hold it up. As long as it's open in the background, you can scan it and you'll be good to go. This next one is, this person wants to learn more about Core AI. So how does he reach out to you guys to learn more?
Sure. So if you are interested, you can always head over to Turing.ai. If you would like some more information about sales, you want to do it through email, sales@turingvideo.com. If you want to know more about the Vision platform and what Core AI can do for you, again, there is some, Turing.ai/vision. There is some, landing pages that talk about that specifically. And you can always just reach out to Tim. Tim.Sawyer. He's our learning and development manager. He loves that.
He's a stud.
He is.
Sweet. Well, it looks like that is all of the questions that we've had come through. And so hopefully this has been a very informative live broadcast for you. Hopefully you've learned a lot more about PDK's new products, our latest updates, everything that's going on with us, and then also this new integration. Hopefully it excites you. So what we need to do is we need to pick the winner for us. And so I am going to randomly be scrolling through all of these comments, and I'm going to have you tell me when to stop.
Okay.
And then that's who we're going to have be our winner. So
okay,
go ahead and do it. That's probably Tim texting you saying,
hey, stop now. Stop.
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay, it's James Posey. James Posey, you are the winner of the PDK hat and our insulated blender bottle. Shoot me an email, marketing@ProdataKey.com. Send over your contact information, and I will ship that out to you right now. So, anyway, sorry, Tim, you didn't win the hat. Better luck next time. Are you gonna? He's undoing his collar because he is a stud. Anyways, guys, hopefully that was a great broadcast for you guys. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we are going to be dropping all sorts of different content that will help you guys be more powerful with PDK. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we will talk to you next time.